your commitment to the Constitution must always be firm. We want to rely on you heavily all the time to make sure that you can put us on the straight and narrow as a society, as an administration, and as a people, as we continue to serve Kenyans. Your Excellency, a very good example has been demonstrated here in terms of transitioning. The handover, the transition process, the exiting commissioners, doing a good job, and handing over smoothly to those who are coming after them. There's a very fundamental statement that has been made by those gestures. A statement that I believe needs to be broadened and deepened in our laws so that we can look at the whole issue of transitioning more deeply and more thoroughly as a country. Because we have tended to assume that transition, as provided for under the Assumption of Office Act, is basically at the apex. And we have forgotten to figure out and maybe to codify, and I think we should now, through these constitutional commissioners and collectively, codify transition and define it beyond the transition of one head of state to another, but what is the transition in the whole administration? What is your role? What should a permanent secretary do? What should an inspector general do? What should the other person do in this whole process of transition? Because we owe it to our society and to our people that transitions must be smooth, everybody must be obligated, and if you fail to do your role in accordance with the Constitution, what are the penalties that need to arise? We need to think through this carefully, not because we are Kenya, but because we are beginning to see that even established democracies like the US are faltering in this kind of situation. We're also beginning to see even countries like Brazil are beginning to falter. Sisi tuliponea chupu chupu. That's the truth, and we know it. We need to think through this and see how we can collectively make sure that we codify transition, not just at the apex, but across the entire public service.